What's up, YouTube? This week, instead of doing a cover, we kind of decided to do a little behind the scenes music, like behind the music in our dashboard confessional. So this week we're going to do All These People, which we put out in February. We realized not a lot of people know what goes on and like what goes into recording and writing and just putting things together when it comes to music. You just kind of see the final product, and like we're just gonna explain some of the things that lead up to what you guys hear.
All These People really started, you brought it to the band probably like 2 weeks before we recorded it.
Came up with this little like poppy, really beachy, almost arpeggio type pattern, which was the intro. And then so I had that, lyrics, and the progression, and that was pretty much it. And then Jesse put a arpeggio or a harmony to it. Lucas came up with, I think, 3 different counter melodies. Like when we're doing just kind of this boring, not boring, but like it's very stagnant part of the arpeggios. He comes in with this smooth, it's very smooth melody to kind of comb over this really choppy piece, and then comes in Jack with the rib clicks, which is, you know, it's asking a lot for Jack to do that. to not play loud.
Right. It's very much a song that you can't kind of
it's
get
hard
lazy
to play
on.
It's hard to play on your own, you know.
Right.
Or like you can't really just like run through your parts. Kind of like all the pieces, like a working clock. So all the cogs in the mesh.
Great. That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But we threw the song together in like a practice and a half, really. We played this fraternity set. I think that was the first time we played it live.
We played it once live.
Yeah, we played it one time. We got a pretty good response from the fraternity folks. And so when we went up to Nashville, we initially had the plan just to record one song, which was Nevada. And while we were up there, we were
we burned through it.
We burned through recording 2 more songs. So in a span of 3 days, we recorded Nevada, All These People, and Pass Around. So we call those the Nashville singles, pretty much. We all try to stay pretty open-minded when it comes to making our songs the best they can be. I think that's a really, unless we have this like very distinct vision of what we want something to do.
And we think that's the best.
And we think that's the best thing to do. If not, then let's have a third party come in, which is essentially the role of the producer, to say, hey, let's make this the best it can be, both on a technical standpoint and a creative standpoint. And I think Mitch really brought that to the table for us, especially with that song. We learned a lot in that recording time. It's not always the most glamorous experience recording music. You sit in a dark room for about 8 hours a day and listen to the same thing over and over and over and over again. And you play the same thing over and over and over
again. If you track it live, you play it over and over and over again. So we were getting kind of burned out by the end.
Right. So what that means is that we pretty much would play the song through from start to end about
10 times.
Yeah, 10 times in a row. And after each take, you hear this. All right, great. Let's do that one more time. After that take, all right, let's do this one more time.
Like we're trying to get the take, and that takes time, and there's an arc where you're like, oh, that's the best it's gonna get, and then everyone kind of gets tired and sloppy.
Mm-hmm. All These People is also the first song we had any sort of keys added to it as far as synth parts go.
Yeah, we were playing All These People. He was like really into it, you know. He was like, say, let's try this, you know. And he just kind of like busted out this little MIDI keyboard and starts playing this like little flute line, and we're just like, okay.
Going to this cool little breakdown, and then you build and come out of that, and then you're into the frantic guitar solo. You have this cool first half of the solo, and then you have this cool dual guitar part, which we came up with
almost like in
pretty much on the fly,
30
right?
seconds.
Yeah, right when we might have had that before we recorded.
Yeah, we did. We came up with it in like.
It was very quick.
Riding the solo, and Jesse was more on the solo, and so what if we did? And then I was like, what if I did? And then we put it together. And
right. Exactly. And we kind of got some funny looks from our producer after we said we want to put that at the end of the solo. He's like, well,
what?
Yeah, he's like, okay. Lyrics-wise,
I wrote the lyrics.
Yeah.
I wrote them absurdly quickly, which I do not. I hate writing lyrics. I remember coming home one day from school and just saying enough, and like I just kind of like went on the couch and took a nap, and I had the most like beautiful dream, you know, like one of those dreams where everything is absolutely great. You think this is your reality, there's no stress, nothing. Whatever your world looks like, where it's just absolutely bliss, you know? And when I woke up, I was just still stressed out. I was like, you know, like this whole contrast between this was so nice versus like at the time my reality was just so beyond stress. So I wrote it in about, I don't know, a couple hours after that. Like I just sat down and wrote out the lyrics, and it just came so quickly.
That's what, if you listen to For the Line, that's when I woke up on my stupid couch on Saturday. That's what it's all about.
I guess maybe it wasn't school.
Yeah.
Something was stressing me out. Cool.
I think so.
I have no idea where we are.